You have the R button down right now.
Sit on the chair, John.
Where were you born and when? Do you remember when and where you were born? The date, year?
I was born in Hill Country there.
Where? Italy? Where in Italy?
Italy.
Where?
Sun Valley, they call it.
What was your mother and father's name?
My mother's name was Philomene, you know.
That one.
And my dad was named Leonard.
And when were you born? The year?
Well, I was 49. I was 49 this birthday.
Were you 49 or were you 47?
No,
You was 49.
49.
And you was born in 1957. Yeah, I can't do it in my head. Between 1900 and 1910. And, all right. Is it okay now?
Yeah, go ahead.
And, do you know, were both of your parents Italian?
Yeah.
And you were Italian too?
Yeah.
And, do you know, how many are there in your family? I mean, how many sisters and brothers?
Well, let's see. Mike, and there's me, there's Mary, there's Carmela, and Albert, well, it's all of us.
How about your brother Joe?
Oh, he died years ago. Well, that's one of my brothers.
How many are living now? How many children, sisters and brothers?
Wait a minute. Sorry for this. 6, 7, 8, I don't know, 9 or 10 of us all together.
You said it was 9 or 10.
Yeah.
How many in your family, boy?
Nobody.
How many?
Nobody.
You was the only boy in the family.
Only one on the family. Yeah.
How many more did you say was in your family, 9 or 10?
Sure. I mean, in my family,
Yeah.
about 9 or 10.
9 or 10.
We count them up in usually.
Yeah. Todd, what is your full name? Do you have a middle name?
No.
Just John Mancuso.
We don't use it. Where I come from, they don't use no middle name.
Just John Mancuso. What's your mother and father's name?
My daddy, it was a Frank. Francesco. Francesco Mancuso. My mother was a Concetta. Before he married, was a Concetta Benau. After he married, changed the name. Concetta Mancuso.
And they were married in Italy?
Yes, sir.
And where were you born?
Over there in Italy.
Do you remember the year and where? I mean, the year?
Yes, sir.
What year?
1893, 21st April.
21st.
1893.
And you remember what year you came to America?
Oh, yeah. 1913.
Do you remember the ship?
Yes, sir. Name was Stampalia.
How many days did it take to cross the ocean on a ship that you came over here on?
11 days on the water.
11 days.
To Naples in New York City.
You got on the ship at Naples.
Yeah, get on the ship, we go to Naples, yeah.
And then you got off in New York City.
That's it.
And do you remember your first job? Which you worked?
Yes, sir. Working inside a coal mine.
Coal mine. How old were you?
Well, I don't know how old.
Say 17, 18?
No.
How old were you when you came over?
About 10 and 9, 9 and a half.
And you started to work right away?
I have to.
Uh-huh. And do you remember the year you got married? When's the year you got married?
1925, 21st of June.
Uh-huh. And do you remember where you first lived?
I first lived before I got married.
After you got married, your first house.
What's the house?
You remember?
Meadow Street. No, wait a minute.
No.
Oregon Street.
Oregon.
Oh, what? No.
That was one of the Akashi Kumari Gracieta.
No, first time married. Then we used to say.
And we
All
live,
right, say what he says.
and we live the Nicky family.
When we first got married,
Yeah.
we didn't live down. We lived down Mill Street. We lived with the mama a little bit.
We
Then we
moved the
moved.
mama the
Okay, now just a moment. Now, as far as you can remember, where was the first house that you lived in? You give me your opinion first. You tell me first.
When you first got married.
When you first got married,
First we got married, we live over there, Nicky family.
what it charmed you.
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
it now?
That was your first house.
Yeah.
How long did you live over there?
Oh, we didn't live over there.
4 or 5 months. And then where did you move to?
On the streets.
Over on Mill Street.
Yeah,
And how long did you live over there?
about 2 months.
You had 2 months. Then did you move again after that?
Yes.
Where'd you move to then?
Yeah, we moved to many places. I don't know. We moved Prospect, I guess. We moved Prospect Avenue. No. On Fairground.
You moved down to Fairgrounds.
Where was your first?
And then where to then?
Dollar a job.
Okay, honey, now you listen. And then where did you move to after that?
Guess we moved Prospect Avenue.
And then from the Fairgrounds you moved to Prospect Avenue.
There's 2 Prospect over there. One below the railroad, the one on top.
Which one did you move to? The one up on top?
We moved down below the railroad.
Yeah.
We stayed over there a while. I don't know how long I stayed over there.
Yeah.
And we moved the Juanita on top of the railroad.
Uh-huh.
Two streets, the one is railroad, the one is Walker Street in the middle. The streets on the lower side, on the right hand side.
All right. Mom, you said that the addresses are different. Now you give me your opinion. Where do you think that you first lived when you first got married?
We got married, we lived down Mill Street.
On Mill Street.
Yeah, that's where we got married. And from over there, then we went down my mother and stayed for a while.
Now, where was your mother?
She lived down Mill Street too.
She lived on Mill Street. How long did you live there?
Oh, we lived there about. We didn't live very long over there, about 4 or 5 months.
Then where did you move to? Can you remember?
Wait a minute. Then we went to live down to the fairgrounds.
The Fairgrounds.
The
How long did you live at the
Fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds?
Oh, we didn't live there too long, maybe about 6, 7 months, not
6,
longer.
7 months. Then where did you move to? Is that when you moved to Prospect?
Then after that, we moved to Prospect and we stayed over there.
For how long?
Oh, we stayed there for a long time.
4 or 5 years?
Oh, yeah.
4 or 5 years. Okay, now just a minute. You say your first job was in the coal mines when you first came over here.
Yeah.
How old were you? You got your first job in this country.
How old I was?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember. I don't know.
Say about 18, 19 years old?
No.
Good night, okay.
I was 9, 10, when, 9 and a half or 10 when I come up here.
You were 9 or 10 years old when you first came here.
Yeah.
How many years after that was it before you got your first job? Okay, listen. When did you first start to become a shoemaker?
Oh. I used to go to school over there in shoemaker before I come up here.
So you learned the shoemaker trade,
Yeah.
part of the shoemaker trade in Italy.
Yeah.
You went to school to learn it.
Yeah.
Well, listen. How old were you when you first started in this country as a shoemaker?
When I started shoemaker here, I was about 18.
You were about 18 years old.
Yeah.
How long were you in the shoemaker business?
I worked in Cincinnati, Ohio. Make your old lady shoes in the factory there.
Old lady shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No men, just for women.
This is the women.
Yeah, I worked over there 60 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
This is before you got married.
Yeah.
Before you got married.
Yeah.
And then where did you go to when you left there?
And after I left that, I come back in the coal mine for a while.
Well, how long did you work in the mine?
Oh, maybe about a year and a half.
Then after that you got married. That's when you met your wife.
No. Come back here in Washington, PA.
Back here.
Yeah.
You was about 26 years old when you came back here.
Yeah, something like that, 25, 26.
And then where did you go to work at?
You know, I worked about a year to 2 years in Pennsylvania Railroad to be in Washington, PA. And I worked about a couple more years here to be on the railroad, and then I quit. And after that, I went to start a shoe shop here.
You started your own shoe shop.
Yeah.
Where was your first shoe shop at?
It was at Jefferson Ave, the end of the streetcar line.
Down beside the Bronson House.
It used to be Tyler Tube over there.
Yeah, Tyler Tube plant.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, just a minute.
And
All right, go ahead.
and after somebody simple crazy, and he went up for one block here. He went up for, you don't have much for sense. He have a smaller business. He tried to get a bigger shoe. He bought everything up. And I lost everything I have. I went in.
That's when you had your own shoe shop and had all the new equipment and everything.
Yeah. And I went and started working on the railroad for a while again. I got a little money.
Started again.
And not do no good. I would have back on the railroad and stay over there. And having all. If I start again, I got a mail. The business is going down every day. And I don't keep it going common, and the business will slow down. And I'll quit the business. Take it all together. I got a job and stay on the railroad.
How many years you been on the railroad?
Going to 32 now.
32 years. You'll retire pretty soon?
Yeah, pretty soon if I leave it.
How long you got to go before you retire? Retire at 65?
I don't think I'll make 65 anymore.
Okay, well listen, can you tell me when you first met your wife? You meet your wife in Washington?
Yes, sir.
How old were you, Mom, when he first met you?
Hmm?
How old were you when he
I was
first...
about 16 and 15 and a half.
15 and a half.
Yeah.
How long did you know Daddy before you got married?
Oh, maybe about a month, couple months.
You only knew him a month or two, then you finally got married. Was he a good husband?
Yeah, he always went home for me and the kids.
Always was a good worker, provided for everybody.
He was a good husband.
I mean, you're not sorry that you married him.
No.
How many kids in the family, Mom?
Well, I had 8 altogether.
You had 8.
8.
How old were you when you had your first child?
Well, I was 20. You were the first one.
I was the first one.
Mm.
Well, you didn't have any children when you first got married, did you?
No.
You waited 2 or 3 years before?
Months before I got married you.
You was married, then after you was married 5 months,
Then I got pregnant with you.
you got pregnant, you had me.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, did I have a twin?
Yeah, you had a twin.
Was it? What happened?
Well,
It just didn't develop.
that's all.
Wasn't fully matured.
Yeah.
What are the names of some of the children in the family?
Well, you're the first one, Frank.
Yeah.
Then comes Grace.
Grace. 2.
Then comes Albert.
3.
Then comes Evelyn.
Evelyn. 4.
Leonard.
Leonard. 5.
And a Shorty. No, an Angie.
And 6.
Mm.
Now, your family's all married as far as the girls are concerned, right?
Still got some more on me.
You got 2 more.
2 more boys.
Where are the other 2 boys at?
Oh, they're out.
Well, you're talking about that you had 8.
Yeah.
You lost one before you.
Before me, they lost 1.
Yeah. And you lost one after that.
After that, you lost the first one before me. Was it a boy? No. The one after Andrew was a boy too. Well, if the other 2 would have lived, then there would have been 8 in the family. Well, now let me ask you this. When did you have your first operation?
It was in 1932, my first one.
That was your big operation.
That was my first one.
That's when he took the 7.5 pound tumor out of you? Then after that, you felt real good for years and years and years,
Yeah,
right?
then I had my tumor taken out.
Well, they took your tumor out,
My second operation.
your second operation. Well, your first operation was your tumor operation, wasn't it?
My,
How about your second operation? It's been about 18 months ago.
about 18 now. Yeah.
So that's when Dr. Randall operated on you?
Yes.
He operated on you for gallstones, gallbladder?
Then after that, then I had, after 8 months, I had another operation.
After 8 months, you had another operation.
Both together.
7 months. 7 months. 6.5. 7 months.
My 6.5 or 7 months, you had another operation.
I had the other one.
In other words, Randall left some gallstones in there. That's what Dr. Spaghetti said, right?
Then he took the rest of them out.
And he took the rest of them out and said
Then I've
you
been
had,
sick now. I've been sick all the time.
you've been sick ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think that you're getting better?
Well, if my legs get me all right, I'll be okay.
I mean, you're still kind of weak.
It kind of weakened my legs.
You can't get up and get about real good, can you?
No.
Like, I mean, if you get up and decide to go to the kitchen, you can't get up and go by yourself, can
I
you?
can go, but I mean, if I go to like the bathroom or anything, I can't get up.
You can't get up. And, well, like, I mean, when you get up out of bed and you go to the bathroom and you go to the kitchen, I mean, it's not safe to go by yourself.
No, because I'm too weak in my
You're too weak and sometimes you black out.
That's all.
Well, who was your family doctor?
Well, we got bad yellow. What's his name? He's coming anytime I call him. And then Dr. Batchley, he's the one that takes care of him.
He's your sugar doctor.
Yeah,
You find Blackley is a good doctor?
he is.
Real good.
And he told me I'm getting along okay.
Uh-huh. Well, how about Dr. Zari? Don't you think that Dr. Zari tried to help you as much as he
Well,
could?
he tried to help me, but he wouldn't take care of me no more, so I just didn't have much to do with it.
Well, maybe he didn't know too much about the sugar.
I don't know.
So you decided to go to a sugar doctor.
Yeah. But after this holiday, if I don't get any better, I'm going to see somebody else.
You're going to see somebody else.
Well, I hope I get all right, too.
Well, I mean, do you have a lot of pains in the stomach?
No, my stomach don't hurt me.
Well, where's your pains at?
It's just my legs.
And just your legs are bothering you.
That's all.
You don't have no pains around your breast or around your side?
No, don't bother me.
Well, would you say that you lost some weight since you've been
Oh,
sick?
yeah.
How many pounds would you say that you
I
lost?
don't know, but I lost.
You have no idea. Bob? You weighed 180 pounds.
Before I went to the hospital.
175? About 115 pounds now. Well, you have a lot of faith in God. You expect to get well, don't you?
Yes, I hope.
I have some questions over here on a piece of paper. Theresa, come here. Here they are over here. I believe I got them. Did you ask my mom these questions? Huh?
When was your house built on Fulton Street? Your first house that you owned yourself?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, let's say it was built about 11 years ago because I left from there and went to the Army, remember?
No, it ain't 11 years. It'll be 4 years we lived here.
4 years.
First of the month.
Well, you say about 9 years.
No, it ain't that long.
When Frankie first went to the service?
He went in 40,
Fine.
well, we lived in that little house way down below.
So you started building about 46 or 47, huh?
Something like
Your
that.
own house, your own property, and your own house. And you started to build this house that you live in that you own now in 1952.
We just moved.
Frankie got married. Frankie, and he was supposed to have been a twin with the other one. He never developed, right? And he got married in 1952. He was born in 1926, and he got married in 1952. And how many children does he have?
How many children do I have?
You mean in the family?
Sure not.
Well, wait.
Frankie.
No, Frankie. Since I got married.
Well, I didn't have no more children.
No, his child.
What do you mean?
No, Chief is asking you how many kids do
Oh,
I
yeah,
have?
he only has one.
That's right. Frankie got married in 1952.
We only got one child.
Uh-huh.
What's the boy's name?
Frankie.
Johnny.
I mean, Johnny.
Johnny Frank. And then your Evelyn, when did she get married? How long did she get married?
Evelyn.
Mm-hmm. 6 or 7 years.
6, well,
6, isn't it? She's been married 6 years and she has one
there's
child.
one child too.
She married Mike Perez, right?
Mm.
And then what about Grace? Tell who you married and when.
Well, she married with Elmo. She only has one child.
How long they been married?
I don't know, maybe
I think going on
about
6.
6 or 7 times.
I think they got married in 1950, didn't they?
Or 1949, I believe.
No, 50. You are
1950?
50 or 51. And then you have Angie just got married now about a couple months
Yeah,
ago.
a couple months.
And who'd she marry?
Richard. Frank.
Richie Myers.
Richie Myers or Richie Frank.
Richie Myers. Richard Myers.
Richard Myers.
She's already in the way of having a
Yeah,
child.
she has one.
Then you just have 2 other sons at home.
2 more.
What's their names?
One's Albert and one's short of him.
Do you think they'll get married soon?
Well, I don't know.
Folks, I'll ask you a few questions. Now, do you expect your son Albert to get married shortly?
Well, I don't know if they'll get married or not.
Well, do you think it would be best if they did get married?
Well, I think it would.
It would be better for them. Well, how about Leonard?
Well, I don't know if he'll get married or not either.
You don't know.
No.
Well, when Susie and Vicky and Johnny get separated, they make a lot of noise.
They do.
It makes you awful nervous.
They all upset me.
Uh-huh. You enjoy having your family up here?
Yeah.
I mean, when they come up, I mean, you're always glad to have them?
I'm glad to have them on, they don't make too much noise.
Let me ask you this. As far as the children in your family, I mean, you like one the same as you like the other.
I like them all of them.
In other words, you don't like me better than you like Evelyn.
No, I like them all.
Well, the reason why I ask you that is because they say that I'm your pet.
I like all my children. I love them.
Well, what do you think of the city of Washington? I mean, do you like this city that you live in?
Yeah. I'd never move from here, never.
Never moved from here. I mean, would you say that there's lots of work here in Washington?
Oh, there's not a lot of work, I mean, but it's nice up here, though. I like it.
I like it up here.
I like this view up here. It's so nice.
Well, what do you think of your new house? I mean, you like your new house that you're living in
Yeah,
now?
I like it. If I could enjoy it, that's all.
I mean, you figure that your condition and you can't get up and move around, and as far as your illness is concerned,
That's all.
that, well, in other words, if you had your health, you could enjoy it much better here.
I could.
No, I mean that you seem to be bedfast half the time. It seems to go wrong.
That's all.
Huh? Come here. Come here, will you? Do you like Washington Thaw?
Oh, that's pretty good. Every place you go, you gotta work, you gotta job.
Well, I mean, would you say that there's this, would you say that there's lots of work over here?
No, there ain't enough work for the people here.
Would you say that Washington is for a rich man or for a poor man?
Washington and Washington for the rich people.
For the rich people.
Yeah. Ain't enough work here for the poor people.
I understand that.
Now they have a lot of coal mine here.
In 1926, when you came here, they had lots of work here. 1925, 1926, they had more work here then.
Yeah, they have them now, yeah. They used to have Eagle Hill mine, used to have a big island mine. They used to have a toilet tube. They used to have a coal out of there. Now toilet tube them away. All the coal mine. Different states.
You know, the only thing they have over here now are the glass houses in Tiger Valley.
Three glass of house, one is still wood, and well, that's three, about 4 glass of house altogether. One is still wood, and railroad.
So you have 2 railroads, 4 glass houses. That's counting Tiger Valley, and they used to have the dumping miller.
They take a 6-car line,
They took it off and they put in city buses.
take the city bus.
We've got the city buses in now.
Yeah, but the city bus, they cut the line,
They took him out there
off for a job.
cut lots of men off.
Before they had one job. They had Tyler Trugle, remember that? Wischart, didn't it? Remember 1,000 people used to work over there. The streets carved to here in Pittsburgh, remember they had 50, 60, 75 men, and now they cut them off. That's where they go.
Well, you said that half of the people now in Washington work in Canonsburg, right?
Now, Mancuso say different place, 35, 40 miles away.
Yeah, they got some people that live here that work over at JNL, that's about 50 miles. They got lots of people in Washington that work for the RCA in Canonsburg.
Yeah.
They got lots of people here that work for the Pennsylvania Transformer Company.
That's it.
And they have the Jessup here, they have the Reno Railroad, they have the Pennsylvania Railroad, you have number 1, number 2, and number 3 Hazel Atlas glass houses.
Yeah, Pennsylvania Railroad just cuts all the men and only got one man.
All the men.
Every time you don't have a bunch of trouble, you don't follow with you. And being always gets the same when he got him 1 and 2 men extra station. That's the way in Pittsburgh. Every time he gets him one of the big heavy railroad break, you have to get him 4, 5 bus, 2 men each, 4, but they put it off.
I see.
They don't know, they don't work here.
Well, in the summertime, does the B&O Railroad, they put lots of men to work, don't they, through the summer?
No more now.
They're not running as many engines as they used to run.
They used to put them in. No more now. Oh, I see it. Well, we'll kind of stop this and run it back the other way.